Hi guys, in this video I am going to talk about why cloud, or you can say why cloud computing. Assume that tomorrow I am going for an interview. Interviewer may ask one question to me, what is your goal? Then I can say, my goal is to get a job in a well-formed, reputed IT organization. Interviewer may ask next question to me, what is your ambition? Then I can say, my ambition is to start my own IT company. Remember, to start my own IT company, it is not an easy job. It is not an easy task. So what we need to do to start my own IT company? First thing, I need to buy the servers. And remember, so server cost is almost like 1 lakh rupees. Assume that one server cost is 1 lakh rupees. So assume that I required 1000 servers. So it means I need to invest 1 crore rupees only for servers. And what is server? Assume that my laptop is having 16 GB RAM, but server will have 100 GB RAM. My laptop contains 1 TB hard disk or SSD, but server contains 100 TB hard disk or SSD. In short, server is having high configuration when compared to laptop, but remember, server is also considered as machine only, system. Okay, so here I need to spend lot of money to get the servers. So after getting the server, so definitely we need to install operating systems, because server is also a machine. We cannot use directly, we need to install the operating system. And you know, in operating systems, some operating systems are free, some operating systems are not free. You can say some operating systems are open source, some operating systems are not open source. For example, you can take Windows. Windows is not free, guys. It is a licensed one. You need to pay the money, then you will get that key. Licensed key you will get, then you can use the Windows. But when you take Linux, Unix, Ubuntu, so these operating systems are what here? Open source. Assume that I required Windows operating system. So here also I need to invest some money. Remember, we have two types of softwares. We have two types of softwares. One is called Express Edition software. One is called Enterprises Edition software. So when we are working with classroom softwares, so those softwares are Express Edition softwares. You don't need to pay the money, it is free. But in the real time, in companies, we are working with Enterprises Edition softwares. And all Enterprises Edition softwares are commercial softwares. So the softwares which are commercial, here also I need to pay some money. Here also I need to invest some money. So once software arrangement is over, then we need to arrange the network. So network means, see, we have 4 types of networks. One is called PAN, personal area network, LAN, local area network. We required WAN, wide area network. Even we have MAN, metropolitan area network. So depends upon the scale of the company, depends upon my company size, I can go for the network. Assume that I have multiple servers, so I need to connect one server with another server. And to connect the servers, we required network. So we required routers, cables. So here also I need to spend some money to arrange the network. Next, what we need to do, so once network is done, we need to go for monitoring. So monitoring means we need to do internal monitoring, we need to do physical monitoring. Internal monitoring means we need to check all antiviruses are working properly or not. We need to do health check of the server. So then after that monitoring is done, see, we required maintenance, because for server we required server maintenance team. So maintenance means we required one security guard. We required CCTV cameras, uninterrupted power supply 24/7. So here also I need to spend lot of money, guys. Then after that we required various admins to maintain the servers. For example, we required database admin, we required network admin, we required system admin, and each admin, okay, will be hired based on salary. So I need to pay salary every month. So here also I need to spend a lot of money. And remember, so one server will not ready instantly. To make ready one server, it will take some couple of days. So almost it will take 10 to 15 days it will take. Then only your one server will be ready. So this is what happen if I am going with physical setup. I will give you one requirement to you, you understand. Assume that I required 1,000 servers, and each server I need 100 GB RAM, 100 TB hard disk or SSD, and Intel Core i7 processor. So do you think that keeping this setup in just 1 minute, is it possible? So definitely you will say, no. It is not possible to do this physical setup in just 1 minute. That is the reason cloud came into the existence. Cloud says, don't focus on physical setup. I have set of servers, I have operating systems, I have databases, I have all the applications which you need, I have all the softwares which you required, I have a network, I have monitoring system, everything. I will give you everything with only one condition. You need to pay what you are using. So indirectly cloud is telling it is a on-demand service. It's an on-demand service. So definitely one question is coming in our mind. Sir, when I am giving all the things to you, when I am giving my applications to you, when I am giving my data to you, what about the security? So remember, cloud says, even I will give you security also. Nobody can access this applications, your data. So I will give you security. So that is the reason, today we are working with cloud concept base. So cloud is very good to provide infrastructure base. So we don't need to focus on physical setup. Assume that you are learning a Java course, or you are learning a Python course, or you are learning a .NET course. So what we are doing in these courses, in these courses we required some server, guys. We required some server. So what we are doing, if you required any server, we are installing manually. So we need to arrange these servers manually. We need to install in our local computers. But this process is outdated now. Now we don't need to install any server manually or physically. So now we got one concept called what here? Cloud. Assume that this is a cloud. So cloud came now. Cloud is telling, why will you install the servers manually, physically? So I have lot of softwares with me. You just do one thing, you just create one account so that I can give you those servers to you. So definitely if you want to work with cloud, you need to create one account. And remember, suppose if you want to take any server support from the cloud, first we need to create a EC2 instance. We need to create EC2 instance. Sir, what is this EC2 instance means? It is a virtual machine, guys. It is not your local machine, it is a virtual machine which is there in the cloud. And inside this EC2 instance, we can install the servers, whatever the servers you want. So now Java can take that server. Python also can take the server. Now .NET also can take the server. So now tell me, installing the server physically is good, or just creating account in the cloud and using the server is good? So definitely you will say working with cloud is good. Remember, now we are learning full stack Java course, we are learning full stack Python course, or we are learning full stack .NET course. But remember, in coming days, we are learning Java with cloud only, Python with cloud, .NET with cloud. So remember, without cloud, we are not working with any project today. So remember, if you are learning these technologies, so please try to learn cloud also. So in the next video, I will tell you which cloud is better, which cloud we need to do to get a job in a IT company, guys. This is only for this video. Thank you, guys.